welcome back. So in a recent vlog, I kind of gave you a run through of what we were going to be doing this year for our curriculum, and I said I didn't know if I was going to be doing a curriculum video. Well, a bunch of you left me comments letting me know that you really did want to see that, and I want to make sure to, I know I used to make a lot more homeschool videos than I do now. But I know a lot of you guys originally subscribed for those types of videos, and so I do want to keep sharing with those of you who care about that kind of stuff, about homeschooling stuff. I thought I would share with you what I have chosen for our homeschool for this year. I've changed up a lot of things. With that, sometimes when you start a new curriculum, what I ended up doing was in certain curriculums, going back a grade level or so in them, just to make sure that my girls knew what was covered before we jumped into the next one. I don't know if that makes any sense, but sometimes depending on what curriculum it is, everyone is different, and some of them are more advanced and some of them are a little below grade level. That being said, you're going to see a variety of grade levels in our curriculum this year, and the way I look at it is if they blow through it, then we just go ahead and move on. So like one of the things I ordered 3 levels of, because I figure I'm going to start them both at level 1, and we're just going to hopefully blow through it really fast and then move on up. We are doing a lot more curriculum this year than we've done in the past. There's a number of reasons for that. I don't want to get into that too much, but we're hoping to be on like a year-long road trip next year, and so we'll still be doing schoolwork on that trip, but we're gonna have to tailor it back. So this year I kind of wanted to beef it up so that I would feel better about tailoring it back next year, if that makes any sense. Okay, so let's just jump right into what we've got going on this year for our kids. Okay, so we're gonna start with my 7-year-old Shelby and what she will be doing this year. I may also do a second video that will show you guys kind of our schedule and how we're planning to schedule out curriculum this year, because my goal is to hopefully get my girls to be a little more independent. I want them to be able to sit down and work on their schoolwork without me having to hand them every little thing and say, okay, this is what you do, this is what you do. I want them to get some independence, some autonomy. Like, I want them to start doing things on their own. So that's one of our goals this year. So some of the stuff both girls are doing, and then I'll show you also just the stuff that Shelby's doing. But this is just on top, so I'm going to show you. We're starting a new curriculum called First Language Lessons. And it's basically it's by a well-trained mind, and it's language arts type curriculum. I went ahead and bought levels 1, 2, and 3. Because we've never done this curriculum before, we're just going to start in level 1 and do it together, both girls, and then hopefully move through levels pretty quickly. So that was level 1, level 2, and then I have level 3 over there as well. We are also trying something new this year called Writing with Ease. So again, I backed them up a little bit because they'd never done this before. So she's just doing the level 1. This is a good fit for her because writing is not her strong suit. So hopefully this will help build her into a good, solid writer. This is also something new we're adding, and this is just kind of part of their morning work, but it's this daily language review, and it just literally has like, each week, and then a day. It's just like correcting grammar, knowing capitalization, punctuation, word meanings, stuff like that. So both girls have one of those. And again, it's just kind of part of their morning work. It's really, each lesson is like super short. That's it. Like, that's it right there is one lesson. It's like half a page. So it's just kind of a quick, simple thing. She's also going to be doing Horizons, phonics, and reading. Again, this is a subject that's not her strongest subject, so we're kind of stepping back in that. And we're also going to be doing a reason for spelling, and I guess I can show you a reason for spelling. Both girls are doing this. We also bought the audio CDs. That's one thing I did differently this year, is I bought a lot of audio CDs for different curriculum, and I got Discmans. I didn't even know they still made those until I went on Amazon. And I got Discmans for the girls so that they could, if there's like a story that needs to be read to them that's like a long one, then we can use the audio CDs for that. And then we switched to Horizons Math this year. And I did get some questions when I mentioned that about why we switched. And we switched honestly because I feel like Math UC is really great for people, or for kiddos who are struggling in math. It really, really helps. Math is not an area that Shelby struggles in, and therefore the Math UC I feel like can be a little boring. It's not for kids who like a lot of color and stuff like that on the page. Like as you can see, these are very colorful, fun pages, whereas the math you see is very black and white. So I just thought I would try something different. We have done Horizons Math before, I believe for kindergarten, and we liked it. So we just decided to come back to Horizons Math for her, and then next year she will jump in and do teaching textbooks like Kennedy. So that's the basics, and honestly, I don't know if there's a point in me showing you the books. Kennedy's doing all the same things. My 9-year-old is doing all the same things. She's doing first language lessons, writing with ease. She's doing teaching textbooks for math, which is now the red series, Math 4. She's doing daily language review as well, spelling UC. She's doing all of the same things that her sister's doing, just different levels. They do have a few online things they'll be doing. We utilize a site called extramath.com with an X. It helps them with memorization of math facts. So they will be adding that in 3 days a week, as well as doing their regular math lesson. They'll be doing just a few minutes with Extra Math. And then they also both are going to be doing Wordly Wise online, which is a vocabulary curriculum. You can buy it in book form. We've chosen for them to do it online. So they will both be doing Wordly Wise, and then they will both be doing Explode the Code online, which is a reading phonics program. So 3 I can't really show you because they're online, but everything that I mentioned I will have linked down below, and I am going to work on, and hopefully it will already be there while you're watching this, I'm going to work on a blog post with pictures and links to all of the curriculum that I'm talking about. So if something I've said confuses you, or you're like, what is that she's talking about? You'll be able to go and find it through that blog post in the description box. We have 3 other subjects that we will be doing kind of together. First one is called Keepers at Home, and it's by Keepers of the Faith is the name of the company, but it's called Keepers at Home, and it's kind of like Girl Scouts. They will be doing different community service things, different projects, learning new skills in order to earn badges, and they have sashes. You can join local chapters near you. We're kind of just joining with a few other homeschool families that we know that have little girls around the same age, and we're going to be doing this together. So you can do it even if you don't have a group near you. You can do it on your own too, just with your kids. And I just think it's great. I feel like a lot of life skills are lost on kids these days. So I really like the idea of kind of going back to some of these old school things, like, you know, learning to sew a button or hem pants or something like that. The other thing I touched on is that we are also going to be talking this year pretty briefly, but because again, my kids are 7 and 9, so we're not going to be going super in depth, but we are going to be talking about how we elect the president, and this is probably a unit that we will save for October, November. And this sheet that I have here, that like outlines the process, I got from Gallopade.com. They also have a bunch of really cool unit type books that you can get about the Civil War or about the Civil Rights Movement, like all of that stuff. And they've sent me some of them. We haven't had a chance to work through them yet, which is why I haven't shared them with you guys, but this is one of the things they sent me. And they have other materials about how we elect the president. So that is Gallopade.com. Again, that will be linked down below for you guys to check out. And then I picked up this packet at, is it Learning Express or the Learning Store? It's an educational store. It's not just for homeschoolers, it's for teachers actually mostly. But this is a political parties and election, and this just has like copies of real documents, newspaper articles, ads that used to be run, just a lot of really cool stuff for the kids to kind of see about politics and different political parties and how that stuff all came to be. We have another homeschool family that we will be doing our science and history with this year, and for history this year we've chosen to do Ancient Civilizations and the Bible by History Revealed. This is the elementary supplement activity book that goes with that curriculum, and this was just an extra thing that I found there. That I found this at that learning store, which is just an extra workbook about ancient civilizations with cutouts and maps and stuff like that for us to use all in conjunction with that. We will be doing the Young Explorer series from Apologia, exploring creation with astronomy. That will be our science this year, and I'm really excited about it because I love astronomy and space and all that stuff. The last thing I'm gonna show you is this big old Mama Jamma box here. This is our art curriculum for this year, and the girls each have one of these boxes that I filled with all their supplies as they came. This is the actual curriculum, if you will. It's called Home Art Studio, and this one is Kennedy's. This is the 4th grade level, and then I got the 2nd grade level for Shelby, so they each have a different one. So you get this DVD, and you have a lovely, beautiful, wonderful art teacher on the back that teaches the lesson to your kids. They watch it, and then you order a kit that has all of the supplies that they would need to do those lessons, and I'm really excited. There's some simple things like markers, but there's oil pastels, sculpty clay, some acrylic paint, and then they have things like 50 soft pastels, a watercolor pencil kit, a sketchbook, paintbrushes, a tray, a bunch of other like little things of watercolor paint. So this all of this stuff comes with the kit, plus big packs of like watercolor paper. You can order just the DVD, or you can order the DVD and then order the art set as well, so that you have all the supplies that you need. And that's what I chose to do, and I chose to keep them each in a box like this. The kids are not allowed to get anything out of this box for anything other than their art lesson. So we're not mixing up stuff and missing stuff, and then we go to do an art lesson and we don't have what we need. So I'm really excited about that this year. I feel like I've talked forever in a day. But yeah, that's our curriculum we've chosen this year. Like I said, I will leave all the links for everything down below, either just straight links, or there'll be a link to a blog post that will have everything linked up for you, all of the different curriculum that we chose this year. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful school year. If you are starting, if this is your first year homeschooling, push through. There will be some hard days, but good luck to everybody. I feel like we all need to just like hug and like, good luck. Thank you guys so much for being here. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys again soon. Bye.